in case my knee isn't agreeing with me. Okay, so let's start in a seated position. So find a comfortable seated position. We're going to bring our heart rate down. So even if you've been in the house, you got back and it's been maybe 5 minutes, 10 minutes, your heart is still pumping and trying to bring you back to homeostasis, bring you back to baseline, whatever your baseline is for your just normal activities. So let's try to bring our heart rate down. Sitting in a comfortable position, spine is long, neck is long, crown of the head going towards the ceiling. My hands are in a comfortable position on my thighs or on my knees. And let's start to notice the breath coming in through the nose and out through the nose. So we are nose breathing, no open mouth. This, in and of itself, should bring your heart rate down, just breathing in through the nose. It's a good thing to think about when you're running as well, trying to do nose breaths every once in a while. So let's do a box breathing exercise. We're going to breathe in for 4 counts, hold for 4 counts, breathe out for 4 counts, hold for 4 counts. So breathe in, 2, 3, 4, and hold, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, and hold, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in, hold, breathe out, hold, breathe in, hold, breathe out, hold, breathe in, hold. Last time, breathe out, hold, 2, 3, and breathe normally. All right, so we're bringing our heart rate down, our breathing down. Trying to center. So we have all this information in our room. Let's bring that information, that stimulus, in towards center, in towards our body. Do just a quick body scan while we're sitting here. Feet, legs, how do your knees feel after that run? Hips, how do your hips feel? Quads and your hamstrings and your calves. How does that all feel? Torso, shoulders, out to your arms and fingers, neck, and finding your thoughts. Okay. So let's remove the block and let's come into a tabletop position at the top of the mat. And let's bring the hips to the left and then back to the left heel, over to the right heel, and up to the front and over to the left. So we're doing some circles. Yes. And I'm going, was this counterclockwise? And let's go clockwise. And let's find ourselves in our tabletop again. Notice your tabletop, shoulders over wrists, hips over knees, toes uncurled. And Let's bring the right knee up, keep it bent. We did this in our pre-run yoga. And let's bring the knee out to the right, but let's hold it. Trying to get as much height as you can. And then bring it down. Bring that right knee up and hold it. Maybe getting some length. Pushing the front of the mat away. Bringing that knee out to the side and hold it. Getting some height. And then bring that down. Bring the right foot to the end of the mat. Roll over the toes. The leg is long, so we're stretching out those right leg muscles. You saw forward over the toes, saw back over the toes. So we're rolling over those toes. Lift the right leg and bring the right foot over to the left side of the mat. Heel facing towards the ceiling, toes on the ground. And really try to get some height with this. So I'm bringing my foot up. I can see my foot if I gaze over my shoulder. And trying to keep that left leg straight still in the same position that it was when we were in tabletop. And giving a nice stretch to the TFL and trying to work on that IT band. And let's bring everything back to tabletop. Same on the left. Lifting the left leg, keeping the knee bent, trying to get some height. Bring the knee out to the side, some height. It's a very large, either we're a small dog and it's a big fire hydrant, or we're a big dog. It's an even bigger hydrant. And bring the knee down. I'm trying to think about that image. And bring the knee out to the side. Height. Big fire hydrant. And we'll do that one more time. Bring the knee up. And then out to the side. And back down. Extend the left foot to the end of the mat. Roll over the toes. This should feel good, right? So a repetitive motion like running or biking, our muscles, even though we're lengthening and contracting them while we do our motion, the motion itself contracts the muscles because it's a repetitive motion of the same type. That's why hills are good. Let's lift that left leg, bring the left foot over to the right side of the mat, touch the toes to the ground, heels going towards the ceiling. Try to get some height to that left foot. And by height, I mean I'm bringing it up the right side of the mat while keeping my legs straight and making more of a cross with my legs. I don't know how else to describe it. So I'm not down here, if you want to look. I'm bringing it up the clock face, up to as far past the 4 as I can. Great. And let's bring that all back into tabletop. Spread the knees wide to the mat and keep your heels behind your knees. And then push your hips back in between your feet. So the tops of my feet are on the mat. And I'm coming into hero pose. You might have to move your calves out of the way. Get a little bit more depth. Also, if this is not your jam, you can grab a block, put it underneath your sit bones for some support. If your knees are sensitive to this, to folding all the way back. So settling down in between your feet, in between your heels. And this is a pretty damn good stretch in and of itself. But if you want to extend the hero pose a little bit more, let's dive in. So you have the option of staying right here, and there's no judgment here because this is intense. But if you want to add to it, start coming back. I'm putting my hands on the tops of my feet, or actually the bottom top of my feet, since my feet are inverted, and then coming down onto my elbows, slowly and controlled. And again, this is pretty intense. Stretching out the quads, obviously, but also the hip muscles, those muscles around the iliac crest, the upper part of your hips, knees. Okay, so stay here. So we have A, straight up, B, and then C, the full expression of hero. I'm going to grab my ankles and then lower myself down nice and slow until my shoulder blades and my head touch the mat. And this can be intense, really intense. And just breathe into this. Take deep breaths. Notice how your breath goes all the way down to your knees. Let's do 5 breaths here. That's 3 for me. One more breath in. I'm grabbing my ankles again, and with my elbows and my grab around my ankles, I'm pulling myself back up. Now I'm taking my left hand and putting it right behind my small of my back and using that as a piston to help me come all the way back up. Slow and controlled. I'm going to do a little bit of a counter pose here, coming into almost a child's pose. Well, it is a child's pose, coming into a child's pose here. And then let's come back up into tabletop. And curl the toes under, lift the knees, push back into a down dog. Ooh, yeah. And I'm going to pedal my feet out, lengthening my calves. And then coming back down, crossing my ankles, pushing over my ankles into a seated forward fold. Let's bend the knees slightly and lean forward, bringing the chest to the top of your thighs. I'm grabbing the bottom of my feet. I'm going to walk my heels forward, keeping my spine and my upper body in the same position that it was just now. So you find your stopping point. And all the way to the floor for me. And breathing. Find your breath here. And on each out breath, maybe I melt forward just a little bit more. It's a micro movement. Taking a deep breath. And an exhale, come all the way up. Bend the left knee, bring the left foot on the outside of the right knee. Wrap your right arm around that left knee. Left arm comes to the back, hand to the mat. Walk it in towards your tailbone. And we're going to flex the right foot, pull the knee in towards center, and then twist to the left, gazing over your shoulder. Notice what you notice in your left hip. flexing that foot, pulling the knee in. And taking a deep breath on an exhale, come all the way center, all the way over to right. Come back center. Left ankle on top of your left knee, figure 4. Left hand on top of your left knee, pushing it down, guiding it down. And cradle your right foot with your right hand. And start to lean forward, keeping the back as long as you can. The seated pigeon pose. Taking a deep breath. Exhale, come all the way up. Extend the heel to the end of the mat. Bend your right leg. Bring the right foot on the outside of the left knee. Wrap your left arm around that right knee. Flex the left foot. Pull the knee in towards center. Right hand comes all the way back. Hand on the mat. Scooch it in towards your tailbone. And gaze over your right shoulder, twisting to the right. Let's go through that checklist again. Flex your left foot. Pull that knee in towards center. Torso is up long. And your right hand is your kickstand, or your right arm is your kickstand. Putting your mind into that right hip. Noticing the sensation of that stretch. Breathe deep. One more deep breath. And an exhale comes center and all the way over to left. Come back center. Right ankle on top of your left knee. Cradle your right foot with your left hand. Right hand goes on top of that knee, guiding it down. And start to lean forward in our seated pigeon on the right side. On each out breath, maybe you can lean forward just a little bit more. This is my tight side. So I work it just a little bit more, but I know where my limit is. I don't want to stretch anything beyond what it's supposed to be stretched. And that's where yoga comes in handy. Knowing your body, being present, being aware, not trying to prove anything, not trying to judge. This is your body at this moment in time. Taking a deep breath, enough ranting. And exhale, come all the way up, extend that heel to the end of the mat and lower yourself all the way to the mat. Head touches the mat last. Bend the knees, bring the soles of the feet to the floor. Wrap your hands around your knees. Pull your knees in towards your chest. Maybe you can go wide knees. Roll side to side. Massage that lower back. That never not feels good. Right? And let's hug the right knee in, extend the left leg to the end of the mat. Take your left hand and guide your right knee across your body. Extend your right arm out to the side. Maybe your right knee touches the floor on the other side, maybe it doesn't. My right shoulder is on the mat. So if you find your right shoulder coming off the mat, let up on your right knee a little bit. Come back center, hug both knees in. Hug the left knee in with your hands and extend the right heel to the end of the mat. Use your right hand to guide that left knee across your body. Extend your left arm out to the side. And then come center. Extend the heels to the end of the mat. Put those heels in the corners of each of the end of the mat. Bring your hands alongside your body, palms facing up, coming into short shavasana here. Taking a deep breath and let it go. Let's do that again. So we're going to take in a deep breath, hold it for a second, and then let it go. Sigh it out. Taking a deep breath, hold, and sigh it out. Doing a quick body scan from your toes all the way up to the crown of your head. If you feel any kind of resistance, do that breathing thing that we just did. Taking a deep breath, hold, and then just sigh it out. And let your body just let go. It took me a long time to realize how to let go. I would get massages and I would fight the massage person. I would flex, and it took me a long time to realize that I just need to. It's hard to describe. It's something that you have to discover on your own with words from a teacher or a massage therapist or a yoga instructor. How to just let your muscles let go and melt. Okay, taking a deep breath. Bring some movement to your toes and your fingers. Bring your arms up overhead, hook your thumbs together, and give yourself a stretch. Heels extending to the wall below, fingers going to the wall above. Bend your knees, bring the soles of the feet to the floor. Roll over to the right side, cradle your head on your bicep, just pause. And then make your way up to a comfortable seated position. I'm going to grab a block to elevate my hips. So if you did yoga run yoga with me, you did the pre-run yoga stretching, which was a little more dynamic, and then you went for a run, came back, and then the post yoga, we're bringing things down. The poses are held a little bit longer, bringing our mind into our body a little bit more. And here we are. Bring your hands to prayer, thumbs at your sternum, at your heart center, bow your head. And just be grateful that your body moves. Your body responds to your thoughts, to your directions, to your mind's directions. Take a deep breath and let it go. Thanks so much for joining me today. This was awesome. I hope you had a great run, and I hope this helped bring everything down and lengthen everything out. I'll see you next Sunday, maybe. Oh. Don't forget tomorrow, Meditation Mondays.